What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So, where have I been and what have I been doing and why, for the love of God, are we not getting the finished videos that we were promised we were going to get? Well, glad you asked. So, I've been working a little bit on getting my setup finished, or at least I say setup finished, at least everything laid out in a manner that I can be a little bit more productive. So the first thing that came along with this is I'm going to do just a quick little room pan around here. We'll start over this way, and bear with my jittery camera, please. So we're going to start right here, and what I've got over here is real simple. I've just got my my shelf, and it is full of all of my maker things. Oh, just a quick little layout up top, and we'll come on in here and get just a little bit closer, better viewpoint of this, of what I've got. Just a couple of little knickknacks laying out here, nothing major right here. And then, of course, I got my Sony Trinitron. Down below it, I got some games. And then going to move across, and as we come across, this is what I've been working on quite a bit lately. What we're looking at is a highly modified Ender 3, and I'll see if I can't get in here for a really close shot on us. I've been spending a lot of time on this guy, him as well as my Elegoo Mars 2. Kind of panning around from there, and I'll see if I can't get a nice little zoom in of this guy. So never mind the coral colored handle. That was a test print. I was trying to get my blink cam to mount just right and all that stuff. But on my Ender 3, pretty much what's modified is I've got a direct drive bracket that I printed off on my Elegoo, along with a Satsana fan and a CR Touch on it. I've also got the Creality Wi-Fi box, as well as the large touch screen on it. I've got to upgrade it to a 32-bit main board. I've got some other stuff coming, and I've just been kind of playing around with that. And I don't know if you guys can get a good view on it or not, but I did upgrade the Meanwell fan to 120 mil, moving kind of across from there. Over in the corner, my solder sucker and my Yahiwa, which is all my Yahiwa gear, and I love Yahiwa gear. Some people don't, I do, but that is my 959D hot air gun, and then my Yahiwa solder sucker, my 939D plus soldering iron, and then moving over the 939D plus 3rd gen from there, and then kind of stepping back to the blue mats that you guys all know and love so very much. Kind of panning around a little bit from there. What I've got, and bear with me as I'm trying to learn how this camera works, and the tilting and all the things. Just my upper shelf, all my Wi-Fi gear and all of my little maker parts and everything, and then kind of panning around to my desk area. I've got my Lenovo Legion laptop, just a separate monitor, and then down below, I don't know that you can make it out too well, but there's a 3rd monitor down there that's not hooked up, and of course my trusty 87V and tools and all that good stuff. So kind of coming back over here to this shelf. So the one thing that I definitely wanted to show a picture of was the Holy Grail game gear. This has definitely been a chore. It is done. It is complete. It works 100%, and I've got it in a box. Sucked all the dust out of the box and all of that stuff. I'm quite proud of that guy. He's done, and I promise, the videos are coming very soon. I promise they are. Also over here is my custom Xbox 360, just for me. That's my guy. It is RJ tagged on it. It is a fantastic console. I love it. It's full of lights. I don't ever turn it on anymore, but it dances and does all the stuff. And of course, I've got a huge 120 mil fan mounted on the front of it. It does never overheat, which is absolutely fantastic. All right, guys, and welcome back. So, all of that raises the interesting question. So, where have I been, and what's been going on? Well, if you've been watching my channel for a while, what you will know for sure is that I've had and have a bit of a heart condition. It's a generally a non-terminal disease, generally speaking. And I kind of chuckle about that because it isn't until it is, if it doesn't get remedied pretty quickly. And so it's called Wolff-Parkinson-White, and essentially my heart pre-beats, if that makes any sense at all, whereas on a normal EKG you'd have a line, and then it goes straight up and straight down and back over and comes across. To the next beat, that's the top chamber, bottom chamber firing, coming back across, is a short, easy version. Mine gets an extra beat on the incoming side, and that causes some serious problems. And can definitely cause some very, very, very serious problems. Those serious problems I've been experiencing, and so it's a genetic thing. So I was born with it. I've had it my whole life. And I had my first surgery for it several months back, and everything was looking real good and everything was going great until I started having some of the same symptoms again, worse and worse and worse, until the doctors decided we've got to get you back in. We've got to go back in and do another surgery. So what does that mean? Well, that means that they're going to go. I'm going to have to go back in on the operating table. They're going to use some cool new toys that they have, and those toys will allow them to get a better picture of the extra wiring going on in my heart, and see if they can't take a laser to it and get rid of that. However, what that has meant is, while most of the time, guys, I genuinely, and this is just me being honest, you guys know me, I genuinely just I just don't feel like it. I don't feel myself. I'm tired all the time. I'm exhausted, you know, and, you know, by the time I go to work and I come home, I'm to the point of collapse. And even though there are things that I want to do, and it seems like, you know, on the surface, you know, that, you know, well, you know, really all you're doing is sitting there soldering stuff, and that's true. That is true to a certain extent. I'm so exhausted a lot of times. By the time I take my boots off, I'm passing out sitting on the couch, because I just physically, I just don't have the energy to do anything, and any time that I'm going to do any sort of activity, it takes so much out of me. It's almost like I have to plan for it days and days in advance, and kind of get some extra sleep, and that's beyond just the normal scope of work. And then, you know, then with the extra doctor's visits and everything else, I've number one, I've just really not felt like doing anything. Number two, I've been a little bit bummed out about some things. Obviously, as I'm sure you guys can understand, I was really hoping to be completely done with my surgery and not have to go back or anything else, and that it was all going to be great, and that's not the case, and that really kind of bummed me out a lot, as I'm sure you guys can all understand. And then there are, you know, some of the other projects that I've been working on, like the Holy Grail game gear. That is done, and all the video's done, but that requires me sitting and processing the video, and that can take some time and some effort. And my birthday came around, and my wife got me a power glove, which I didn't have for my collection. I started on it, but I just haven't had the strength, the endurance or the want to, the drive to even so much as finish wiring it back together and cleaning it up. And then on top of all of that going on, the wife decided she was going to go back to school, and so that's been going on. And then She kind of wanted to get into doing some craft videos, and so we kind of relayed out the back side of the house so that she would have some room to do that. But what that required was me relaying out my work area completely, which, again, coupled with, you know, being so exhausted when I come home, it's literally taken me weeks just to come over here and finish getting everything cleaned up and laid out and organized in a manner that I can use it. And that's kind of what's been going on and why there haven't been any videos. Surgery's coming up soon, mid this month, and so I'll be down for a couple of days. I am gonna try to get the other Holy Grail Game Gear videos out before my surgery, or at least have them processed so that when I'm recuperating in bed, I can do all of that. So that's kind of what's been going on and why the videos have been slacking off. It's not that I haven't wanted to. It's not that I've been ignoring you guys. It's not that I'm not, haven't been incredibly encouraged with the comments and the views that I've been getting. I have been, and I'm really grateful for you guys. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me. It really, really, really means the world to me. And believe it or not, you know, it's kind of helped me get through some of the more difficult times that have been going on a little bit, is to you know, just keep focusing on some of these classic consoles and the retro builds and all that good stuff. But glossing over all of that, I wanted to drop this video and kind of show you where we were, and that I hadn't forgotten about you, and the channel's not going away, and it's not over, and it's not ending, and I have tons of more consoles to build. I've got tons of consoles that I've built, that I've videoed, that you guys haven't seen yet, and those videos will be coming, especially now that I've got a little bit more clearly laid out area to work in, and a little bit better control system and computer layouts and multiple screens. And I've got some more stuff coming too to kind of help aid in that. At any rate, I just wanted to make a video real quick to let you guys know where I was, what was going on, and that I appreciate your patience with me. Bear with me. More is coming, I promise. And the Holy Grail videos, by the way, that thing is so freaking cool, man. It's really amazing. I even got the output to a TV work in. That thing is amazing. It's really cool. At any rate, guys, thanks for watching this video. Again, my apologies for the delay. I will get back on the ball as quickly as possible. I promise. Bear with me. And I tell you what, maybe if I don't have time to drop in some of these longer videos that I like to do, maybe I can cut some stuff up and post some shorter videos or some shorter how-tos with some soldering, or maybe we'll even dive into some 3D printing how-tos and stuff like that, because I was a bit of a noob getting into it, but I've learned quite a bit, and maybe there's some stuff that I've learned that I could help you guys with your projects, or maybe it's something you'd be interested in. But at any rate, guys, thanks for watching again. I really appreciate it, and we will for sure 100% see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.